Hi, I'm your host, Walil Archer. So during the break, you mentioned you was at the White House?
Yeah, I was invited to the White House. I didn't get to see Obama, but me and Ben Volta, a guy I work with at Merrill Arts, was invited to the White House. Well, we went to a conference in D.C., and then from there we got invited to the White House. I just recently did an interview for BBC, like World News or whatever, and it was like pretty big in Eastern State. Because I was incarcerated, and that's where I pretty much like sharpened my art skills, and that's how I got with Merrill Arts. And then Eastern State has formerly incarcerated because it's a historical site where one of the first prisons, like the first prison. And so they tried a new program with formerly incarcerated individuals giving tours, and the BBC came to the story on it. Then I was in another conference pretty recently, American Alliance of Museums, and as the conference was ending, a lady from the National Portrait Gallery gave me a card and want to put some of my work in the National Portrait Gallery, which is big because that's where all the presidential portraits are and things like that. It's like a big museum, it's like a big thing. So that's like the recent stuff that happened. And it's like, I've been at conferences all over San Francisco. I've been on like a lot of news, like Philly local news and stuff like that with Merrill Arts. Where like a lot's been going on. And if you like check out my Instagram, rcred267, you can see some of the stuff that I'm like forgetting about and see my style of work now. And I'm getting out of focus too.
My bad, because I'm going back to the White House. I'm waiting to hear more about the White House. How was that? You gotta dive into that.
The guy Terrence from 106 in Park, he was the host, and it was like they was talking on issues about mass incarceration and things like that. And I was waiting for Obama to like come out somewhere and surprise us. He never came out, so I was a little sad about that. But the invite was nice, all that security and stuff. It was all top secret, and they like ran our name to make sure we wasn't crazy people. We got in there. It was pretty nice, but it would have been better to meet Obama or somebody from the family.
But you was in the White House.
Yeah.
I mean, how was the White House? Is it really that big, luxury?
No,
or was you just in one room and that was it?
It was like a big, like another part, like that main part that you see that they always show is like side parts. And we was like on the side. That's why we ain't see like Obama, because we was just like, nah, they just having a little thing over there. But it was more than a room. It's like pretty big.
You ain't see the dogs neither, right? I heard they don't like black people, so I had to keep the dogs. I'm for real.
I ain't seen no dogs.
Them German Shepherds they trade, they go up to black folks.
No.
So if you go back, stay away from the dogs.
No, it wasn't no dogs. It was just people in suits.
Yeah, I think I'm joking. I'm serious.
No, it was very diverse. Like crazy in there. Like it was like a whole lot of different like Puerto Rican, everybody like. I was surprised at that. Like it's very diverse in here. So I don't know about them dogs.
You ain't see them though, did you? That's why you don't know about them.
Yeah. So maybe they got like some kind of canines or something, because the security dudes was outside was crazy. Just running around like something was happening. Like, all that.
Was you nervous while you was in there with the security?
No.
Kind of relaxed?
Yeah, I was like relaxed all the time. I was just like happy about it. Like it was such an experience, and how like out of nowhere. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Okay. You have any follow-up visits with them or doing anything with the White House?
Because it wasn't that deep. Like that's why I ain't see Obama. Like it's just a thing that they had. And we just got invited because it's sort of like I then became kind of an activist for like a returning citizen that's doing positive things. So there's a lot of talk and a lot of attention to that nowadays. I don't know if people know about that. Like it's a mass incarceration, like America locking up more people than anywhere in the world. It's a thing people bringing attention to, and then like I'm like an example of somebody that if you get a chance to, you could turn it around. Especially when I put my portrait in the National Portrait Gallery. Then let's do some things after that. That really gonna set the tone, and I'm not gonna let my people down, let anybody down that gave me this shot. Just do it big. So.
Okay. And tell us again, what else you gonna be doing at the art gallery or at the event?
Oh, live painting, and that's not my specialty to paint all fast and things, but I'm gonna put something together.
Okay. And you wanna own a food cart?
Yes, I would like to have a food truck one day. The pastry ward has not been to Washington. The pastry ward has not traveled the world or had any special interviews, but we're getting there. We will get there, soon. Nothing networking is going to be good for me here, so that way I can get my business out there to the right people. I have had a lot of, help and support in getting to where I am now, like as far as cooking at the Sugar House and cooking at the bar. I cook at Trendsetter's Bar. I got some really, really good training from the chef there, Sakina Boyd. She has really good food, and I like I like cooking quality food. So I don't like just cooking anything just because it's there, or just because you have to get rid of it. And that's kind of like a lot of things that go on behind, closed door. But there I learned that you can have, quality food and, at a reasonable price. So I learned a lot there. That I want to think that was like my biggest stepping stone, working at the bar in the kitchen there cooking. And, like I said, I'm just looking to network and get my business up and off the ground.
And tell me more about them hamburgers you was talking about during the break.
I have stuffed burgers. I had an interview with Mr. Parker from Miss Tootsie's, and I let him, sample a couple of the burgers, and he was very interested in getting them in his store. But again, I'm like home cook, and I really don't know about business or networking and things like that. Like, I'm learning right now. So, but my burgers are good. I have a stuffed seafood burger. It's a salmon burger, and it's stuffed with shrimp, lump red meat, scallops, cheese, and spinach. It's really, really good. I do stuffed turkey burgers. I can stuff a burger with just about anything.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds delicious. You bring any with you?
No, I didn't bring any with me. But I will have some at the 2016 culinary event. So if you guys would like to taste some, come on by and get your tickets.
Okay. Who's gonna go over the notes there? We're doing some note taking back there.
I guess I can go over some of it. We just wanted to really mention some of the people that are going to be there, some of the chefs and the artists. We have Kareem Clark, which is an artist, Sean Ray, Chef Samantha Williams, Miss Dawn from Miss Dawn's Catering Kitchen, Darnell Heinzman, Don Stevens, he's an artist, Jasmine Mitchell, Janine Mitchell, Nigeria Greer, and Ebony Thompson. So we really have gotten a good turnout of people who want to be involved, want to participate in a competition as well as show their art. So we're doing pretty good. We also have a complimentary massage therapist, 2 of them actually.
Okay, so give us the time, the location, the dates.
The date is Saturday, June 25th, from 1 to 6. It's at Galleria Izada, located on 3220 Collins Street.
I thought it was 3320. Is it 3320? Well, keep going.
3320.
Is it 33?
Did I say? What did I say?
It's 32.
Just listen.
That's all right.
3320. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And yeah, that's about it. It's going to be a great time. We have a lot of entertainment that's going to be involved. Spoken word artists, a DJ. We're going to just have a really good time. A lot of entertainment, a lot of fun, a lot of good eats. I can't wait.
You want to add something? She's like, no.
Pretty much covered everything.
Are we going to get back to you?
Well, I spent a lot of time in Louisiana. I love the flavors. I love the taste of Louisiana. I even love the music, the streets. I happened to travel down to Mississippi to this little old lady's kitchen who made the world's greatest shrimp and grits. So I said, I need your secret. She said, what do you need it for? I want to take it back up north. I need to go back to Philly with it. She taught me how to make hominy grits the correct way, because we don't got it right up north. No, we don't. So I'm actually going to do a Louisiana style dish. I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm doing a Louisiana style lump crab cake with shrimp and grits. And I'm going to do it Louisiana style, not my style.
Can we taste each other's food?
Of course.
But I have a healthy kick to it, because a lot of the the products that I use are gluten free. So I'm trying to bring that soul food taste without the glutens and the fat. A lot of my dishes are really strong. Fresh olive oil. I go to the Italians down in South Philly, get on my olive oil, buy my olive from the store. So not only are you going to get a soul food flavor, but you're going to get the healthy side.
So I guess that helps with people with high blood pressure.
Blood pressure is one of the killers in the black community. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, and I say was proudly because when the doctor told me I needed pills, I said no, I don't. What I did was I did my research. I started eating the right foods, taking the right supplements to actually bring down my blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure anymore for 5 years. It runs in the family. They say it's a generational curse. That's a lie. Anything can be broken. You know, you just have to be obedient to your body and listen to it. Listen to your doctor, and actually do what you have to do to eat healthy. It's a regimen. It's something that you have to do for your life. You know, like I wrote in a newspaper article, you can live to be 125. A lot of us don't know how to. You know, there's people telling you that, oh, you can eat all you want. There's people that's 80 years old still eating pig feet and all that. There's something wrong with it. You know, they just don't know it yet. You know, a lot of churches don't talk about it over the pulpit, you know, eating healthy, you know, the way we're supposed to eat from the earth. Just to add, I have actually an acre of land down in Delaware. I co-op with a church called Cornerstone Baptist Church. They have 25 acres, and they co-op out to restaurants, schools, and chefs. And I grow my fruits and vegetables out of that land, and I bring them back to Philly.
Wow. So that's a lot of savings then.
So
you have to go to the market.
That's why I can charge, you know, a low price, because first of all, I don't shop in, and I'm not going to blur any names out because you know you're not supposed to do that, but there's certain supermarkets I don't shop in. There's some great supermarkets you're supposed to shop in because all this stuff comes fresh from farms. But once again, eating from the land is actually healthy for you. Green is actually good for you to clean out your system. And I know this sounds kind of weird, but the average person does not make one bottle a day. You're supposed to have at least 2 of them. Some people don't even do one. They do it like once a week. That means you're cluttered with a whole lot of stuff. So you need something that's going to clean you out. Broccoli is like an abrasive. It will actually clean your insides out. A lot of people don't get that daily green inside of them. So my grandmother always said, just eat from the sun. Oranges, you know, vitamin C, you know, greens. That stuff is nutrition for you.
You ever think about giving a course?
I do teach.
Okay.
I do a lot of motivational speaking on eating healthy. And that actually springboarded me into teaching families how to cook. I'm the type of guy you don't want to come to your house, because I come in there and clean all the canned goods out, all the frozen products, get them out of here. Because anything that's processed is really bad for you. There's glutens in it, there's cardboard, there's a whole lot of substances in there, the chemicals that the manufacturers put in there to spread that food out. You know, food is not like it used to be over, 30 years ago? You know, remember how you used to go to the market, you know, you get some fresh vegetables and stuff? That stuff is materialistically grown. It's mechanically grown. And a lot of people don't know that. I'm going to say it out there, save a lot. Mechanically grown. And they put that in the poorest neighborhoods because people will go there because it's cheap. You get what you pay for. You're getting cancer, you're getting heart disease, you're getting diabetes. Everything that you pay for at those supermarkets, you're paying for with your life.
So get rid of the canned goods, get rid of the frozen food.
Get rid of the canned goods, the frozen foods. That's it. Start eating, you know, healthy. You know, try to eat meat twice a week. Get a lot of green. You know, I juice everything. When in the morning I have a NutriBullet, and I'm pretty much sure everybody got to do NutriBullet.